This is Optimal Relationships Daily, episode 1453, How to Encourage Kids to Clean and Declutter Their Spaces, by Rachel Jones of nourishingminimalism.com. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to ORD with me, your host and narrator, Greg Audino. We are at the parenting leg of the week, meaning that today and tomorrow the content I read to you will focus on parenting specifically. We'll start with a post from Rachel Jones of Nourishing Minimalism today, whose work focuses a lot on the cross-section between minimalism and parenting. And today's post is no exception. So let's hear her thoughts on how to get kids on board with minimalism so as to keep your space and minds clear of clutter as we optimize your life. How to Encourage Kids to Clean and Declutter Their Spaces, by Rachel Jones of nourishingminimalism.com. Oftentimes, one of the most frustrating aspects of becoming minimalist is the overwhelming desire for the rest of the family to come on board. But the last thing you want is for it to become a battle. The reason you've embraced minimalism is for the peace it will bring, right? Try as you might, you can't force your husband to declutter. But what about the kids? How can you get the kids to declutter and clean their spaces without turning it into a battle? How can you foster healthy decluttering attitudes? You certainly don't want them to grow up feeling the need to save everything because you chucked all their favorite things without their input. On the other hand, you're the parent. Too much stuff is too much stuff. It's your home and your job to take the lead. When they're little, it's easy. Their special things are obvious. The favored blanket or stuffed animal. The things you would be searching every nook and cranny in the house to find if it was ever missing. The rest can go if you wish, and chances are they'll never notice. With older kids, it becomes more important to have their input. It really depends on the age and personality how much of a challenge you're going to have on your hands. But here are 6 general strategies you can use to help motivate kids to declutter, clean, and own their spaces, and to foster a positive, lifelong relationship with stuff. Number 1. Lead by example. This may be the most important one of all. Our kids generally mimic our behaviors. How often have you heard them say something only to cringe because you realize that they sound exactly like you? And most of the time, it isn't pretty, is it? However, when we model positive behaviors, they pick that up too. Monkey see, monkey do is a saying for a reason. If they see us letting go of broken items instead of having piles of things to fix someday, only they never get fixed, or donating an item we're no longer using to a charity, they're likely to learn those behaviors. If they see you decluttering and maintaining routines, then that becomes the norm. Number 2, help them to see the vision or the why. The ultimate goal is for them to understand the reason why you're decluttering and the vision for what's possible with a clean and clear home. It helps for them to know how it will benefit them. Things such as, less stuff means they'll be able to clean their room fast. Friends will be able to come over more often. There will be more time for fun activities like swimming or going to the park. Being able to find what you need when you need it. A clear space to work on their favorite project or play their favorite game. To be able to give to others in need. And for teens, not showing up to school a wrinkled mess. Number 3, help them to develop their own decluttering or cleaning routines. Helping them to establish routines teaches them habits that will last a lifetime and will keep their space from ending up an overwhelming mess. Starting small sets them up for success. For example, simply making the bed each morning when they get up is a great habit to start with. From there, you can build up their routine. Maybe pick a certain time of day they put up their clean clothes and pick up their toys. Or a certain day when they're responsible for deeper cleaning in their area. Before a birthday or Christmas is a great time to have a routine decluttering session. Or teach them simple decluttering rules, such as 1 thing in, 2 things out. Number 4, give them specific tasks. If the room is a disaster and piled with too much stuff, telling them to just go clean your room probably won't get the best results. Many kids become overwhelmed. Remember how often you've been overwhelmed by stuff in the past. You'll likely find everything under the bed or shoved in the closet. Specific directions make it clear what you expect from them. And with time and practice, they'll know what to do. For example, instead of go clean your room, try saying, make your bed, put your dirty clothes in the hamper, hang up your shirts, find 5 toys you would like to donate, dust your shelves. breaking it into smaller pieces makes it much more manageable for them. Number 5, work alongside them and teach them how. Some are more prone to organization than others, but generally speaking, kids aren't born knowing how to clean and manage stuff. They need to be shown how to do a job, to be encouraged as they're learning, and to be assisted with the process. It will certainly not be good enough in the beginning, but they need to be recognized for their efforts, and their skills will build over time. The outcome will be worth the patience that you show. Number 6, give them something to look forward to when they're done. It doesn't have to be some huge reward, just something motivating and something to look forward to. Who doesn't like to be recognized for their hard work? Maybe when they're finished, it'll be time for dessert or time to play a family game. Maybe you'll go to the playground sometime during the week. If it's a big job, maybe the family goes to a movie or out for ice cream. Whatever your kids enjoy. You just listened to the post titled, How to Encourage Kids to Clean and Declutter Their Spaces by Rachel Jones of nourishingminimalism.com. All right, and thanks a lot to Rachel for her guidance today. And for me, I really love the idea of blending her last bullet about giving kids something to look forward to with the second bullet, which is to help them see the vision or the why. It's a lot easier for us to change our belief systems if we're able to bask in the glory of the rewards and get that evidence as quickly as possible. So, for example, one thing she mentioned under helping them see the vision or the why is that there will be more time to go swimming or go to the park. I would say integrate this as quickly as possible, rather than just going to ice cream or a different type of reward that isn't directly associated with the mindset of cleaning and decluttering. So if you've told them that swimming or park time is one of the rewards of keeping the space clean long term, then after you do your first big cleaning together or first big trip to the donation center, jump right into swimming or park time. And if it's not swimming or park time, think about other things that you know they enjoy. Really, any connection can be made here, as less cleaning equals more time to do whatever you please. So be sure to tie the two together for them and then deliver on that promise as soon as possible. Okay, everyone. And with that, it's time to get going. Another parenting post in the books, but there is going to be another one tomorrow. So if you enjoyed this one, be sure to stop in again then for more. That's where your optimal life awaits.